Welcome to my channel and welcome to the very first vlog. My name is Courtney and I'm the founder of a small business called the Bloom and Believe Collective, and welcome to our new vlog series. I am a 33-year-old stay-at-home mum. I have a 2-year-old toddler and I'm 28 weeks pregnant with my second baby. I wanted to start this YouTube channel as a way to share what we are really passionate about at the Bloom and Believe Collective, which is blending the intelligence of nature and ancient wisdom with neuroscience to help you manifest with magnetism for effortless and easeful manifesting. And we do that through really connecting and harnessing all of the teachings of nature, like the seasons, lunar alignment, and also through astrological transits and working with the energy that occurs naturally within the earth but also in the universe. I wanted to start this channel to kind of take you through how seasonal living, intentional living, and aligning with ancient wisdom and harnessing the practices and teachings of ancient wisdom can really help you return to your inner natural manifesting capabilities. I just feel like we've become so detached from our natural ability to manifest, and it is such a natural process that we all have access to. And I wanted to take you through how I'm incorporating small magnetic moments throughout my day and my week to help me remain aligned and to help me remain on the path towards what I'm trying to manifest. Because I don't believe manifesting should be complicated, and I really believe that all the tools that we need to manifest are found in nature, they're found in ancient teachings, and they're found within ourselves. So that is why I wanted to start this vlog series. So some of the things that you can expect from our vlog series will be along the topics of manifesting with magnetism through neuroscience. So we're going to be looking at how nature and science come together to help us manifest with ease and long-term success. And we're going to be looking at aligning with the lunar cycle and how that can promote manifesting and alignment, aligning with the seasons and how the seasons actually unfold in a beautiful way when it comes to our manifesting journey. And we'll look at some astrological transits as well, which we do have some quite significant transits coming up this year, which is exciting. And how, again, we can work with that energy when it comes to seek our highest path. I'll also be sharing a little bit about my own journey to organic living. So everything that we do at Bloom and Believe is about manifesting organically. It's about returning back to our nature and returning back to how nature is present within us and how manifesting is such an organic and natural process. So I'm also going to be taking you through how I am incorporating organic living into every area of my life. So since about last summer, I've been doing quite a big overhaul in different areas of life and just trying to get more organic, get more natural, and get more non-toxic. So I can also share little bits about my journey when it comes to that as well. So thank you so much for being here. I really hope you enjoy our vlog series. And this week we have got the spring equinox and Ostara coming up. So this week I'll be taking you through how I am anchoring in and plugging into the energy of the spring equinox, how it is a really potent time for manifesting and planting seeds. And I'll also take you through the ritual that I'm hosting for our membership on Wednesday evening. And I'll give you a run through of the spiritual tools that we'll be using to help connect with the elements and connect with the energy. And I will also let you know how I am planting the seeds of my intentions for manifesting this season as well. Ostara is such a beautiful celebration which is found in the Celtic Wheel of the Year, and it really signals a time of renewal, of possibilities, of renewed hope. And a lot of you might be feeling that transition now that we're building up to the official beginning of spring. We're starting to come out of that real stagnancy of winter. So I really hope that this will inspire you to anchor into the energy of the season and see how you can use this energy for setting really strong foundations for your manifesting, and how you can plug into the seasons for manifesting magnetism. I hope you enjoy the journey, and I will see you back here tomorrow for the story of how this business came to be and my own manifesting dark night of the soul. So I'll be sharing that story with you tomorrow. Hey everyone, I'm doing the farm track walk that I just didn't do at all over the winter. It just looked so barren and there wasn't really any life here anymore. The farmer takes all the livestock away, so I'm starting to rekindle my relationship with the farm track. And I've just been reflecting actually on the last year and my kind of seasonal living journey. I just wanted to share how it really all started, and I wanted to share some quite incredible manifesting stories. I was going through quite a dark time. I would call it a dark night of the soul, to be honest. It reached a point where I just couldn't really get myself out of this pit, and I felt as if manifesting was just not working for me. I didn't know what I was doing wrong. No matter how much action I took towards what I wanted, nothing seemed to be sticking. I would get like 90% towards my goals, but then the other 10% I just couldn't get there, and I could not figure out what I was doing wrong. In a state of kind of desperation and complete surrender, to be honest, I put my hands up and said, what do I need to do? Please guide me. I'm really admitting that I just don't know, my ego self does not know what to do anymore. I think it was the universe's way of redirecting me, because I ended up on a very, very different path. The first thing I did was just decide to get out in nature every day. I don't know why I had this overwhelming urge to just get out in nature. I had to start somewhere on realigning with this new path that I feel like the universe was trying to get my attention to get back on. So every day from then on, I committed to going out in nature, and within about 2 weeks, I noticed incredible shifts in my life, honestly. I put this down to reconnecting with nature, reconnecting to this intelligence that runs through the veins of nature but also runs through the veins of us, because we're all linked intrinsically. The first thing I noticed was that I started to feel really connected with the energy of abundance, and I started to realise that abundance and the potential to manifest is not something that I am separate from. The energy of abundance is there to be harnessed and to be linked into, and nature is such a beautiful representation of the abundance of the world and the potential for creation and manifestation. And I honestly feel that that was the turning point for me. I remembered who I was, and I remembered that just by my very nature, just by being a human being, I actually have so much access to this manifesting potential, this cosmic energy and abundance and source, creation power, whatever you want to call it, that really runs through the entire universe. And reconnecting with nature really reminded me of that inherent power that we all have. Because I felt so plugged into the energy of abundance, I just noticed things started to snap into my reality so easily. And one of the first things that snapped in was this unexpected lump sum of financial abundance. So I came home one day after one of my walks in nature within about 2 weeks of starting this, and I had manifested a £3,500 refund from our mortgage lender unexpectedly from a mortgage product that we had like 3 years before, and we didn't even realise that we were due that money. And then some other stuff that I manifested around that time. I'd been spending a lot of time in a particular area on my grounding walks, and this particular place was near the sea. Without any expectation, or hadn't even really thought of this at all, a house came up. We ended up going to view it, and we secured this property about a month after I started these walks in nature. It was so funny because I'd spent so much time in this place, hadn't considered moving there at all. This house came up and we secured it, and the whole thing was so easy, and there were so many little synchronicities that happened around that time as well, that I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so meant for us. But actually the most exciting manifestation of that time was when I manifested the idea for Bloom and Believe, and that definitely came as a result of this connection that I was feeling to nature, and this remembrance that like I have all of the intelligence of the universe and nature within me. And that's really what inspired the whole ritual. I honestly feel like I divinely downloaded that ritual. I feel like I divinely downloaded the whole idea for the business. This is why I'm so passionate about sharing how this has completely transformed my life, especially now that I'm a year down the line and I've gone through all of the seasons. But those 3 things were kind of the 3 biggest things that I manifested, and I'm not even kidding, that happened within about a month. And it all started to make sense. As I was observing what was happening in nature, how I was feeling, I noticed that I was aligning with the season, I was aligning with nature, and I was aligning with that intelligence that runs through everything on the earth and in the universe. Hey everyone, welcome back to the vlog. I just wanted to share with you a little bit about what I've been up to today. Tomorrow it is the spring equinox and the official celebration of Ostara. Ostara can really run for a number of days as a celebration on the Celtic wheel, so some people might be celebrating today and they might be celebrating right through to the weekend. And what's not to celebrate? We're getting so much light and balance and energy and new possibilities and all of that good stuff back. Today I was at the beach, which I just showed you some b-roll, which was a little bit of a last minute decision, but the weather was just so beautiful today, so we went for a little family outing. It's been really nice to start to feel that sense of renewal and movement again, which is really, really nice. I wanted to tell you actually about a quick manifesting story from earlier on today. As I mentioned earlier in the vlog, I'm 28 weeks pregnant. I'm into my 3rd trimester, so I'm starting to think about getting prepared for labour. With my last pregnancy, I bought a couple of items from a brand called Expert Midwife, and the products were absolutely brilliant. So I had full intentions of buying again. I just hadn't got around to it yet. Anyway, I had to jump into Boots for some last minute nappies and stuff like that. We had a bit of a nappy faux pas this afternoon. It's not like me to be so disorganised. Like normally I've got the nappies and everything packed. I went into Boots, and right beside the nappy section was a clearance stand, and it kind of just caught my eye. And the first thing that jumped out at me was there was my Expert Midwife products. So I just wanted to show you what I got. I got the Spritz for Bits. So if you are planning to have a baby or you're pregnant, honestly, this was so nice and refreshing. I'm going to do a vlog which will be themed around preparing for labour. I'm quite excited about that one. So I got this Spritz for Bits. These products are quite expensive actually. And I also got the Peri Prep Your Bits, which I never used this product last time. It is a natural blend oil for perineal massage. And I honestly credit perineal massage for the fact that I didn't have any terrible tears with my last labour, and probably a very qualified midwife as well. But nonetheless, I'm not taking any risks with this labour and I will be performing the perineal massage again. So anyway, long story short, I got it for £3.75. The stuff's like, I'm sure, nearly £20 normally. I'm not sure how much this peri stuff, where am I, Nando's? I don't know how much this is normally. I'm sure it's at probably £10 to £15, but this was £3.65. I was guided to come in here today. There was a reason that I never packed the nappies. There was a reason I had to make that mad dash into Boots. So yeah, I just wanted to tell you about that very quick manifesting story from today. So I'm in the middle of getting set up for the Ostara ritual. So this is an Ostara activation for organic manifesting. So we're going to be engaging in an energy cleansing activation meditation. And I'm going to be asking people to grab some tools that signal that sense of movement and that resonate with the element of air. So I'm going to be using my rosemary smoke cleansing stick, which is one of the tools actually from our 5-step manifesting ritual kit. And I've got my candles ready, I have got my oracle cards ready. Then I'm going to prepare the sound bowls and get them all laid out for the sound bath. And then we're going to have a journaling session and we'll close off with an energy reading or a card reading for some insights and clarity for the themes that we can expect in spring, any messages. I'm also, on a kind of personal note, I'm going to be planting some intentions tomorrow, seeing as it's a spring equinox, and I have got my intention planting card ready. So this is one of the cards from our manifesting ritual kit. This is seeded paper infused with wildflower seeds, and they can be planted, and there's also space on the back for you to write your intentions. So I'm going to be spending some time tonight getting clear on what I would like to manifest. And if anyone is interested in the manifesting ritual kit and the practice that accompanies it, I will drop the link in the description so you can always go and check that out. So let's go ahead and get ready for the ritual. It is signaling to the brain that life is beginning again and allowing that smoke just to wash over you. I am aligned. I am looking. This is an interesting card as well. So you can see, so you can, if you have your Bloom Beyond Belief essential oil roller handy, fertile soil of our mind, but also of the earth to plant new seeds, and that trust in the earth to nourish those seeds in the way that a woman would trust her body. Everyone, welcome back. Happy spring equinox, happy Ostara. I am so happy for us to be finally in the official season of spring. I don't know about you guys, but I can just feel it in the air. That energy is starting to pick up. I really do feel a sense of possibility at this time of year. It does kind of feel like anything's possible. Does anyone else feel like that? Last night we had the Ostara ritual. So I edited that today and uploaded it onto the membership platform. I really enjoyed holding that space last night. It just felt really special. And I've just kind of been tinkering around today, to be honest. The weather is quite nice outside, so I plan to go out on a little adventure with my little one when he wakes up from his nap. But in the meantime, I am preparing myself little sacred cup of ceremonial grade cacao. I drink cacao every day. I replaced my morning coffee with cacao about 5 months ago for a couple of reasons. One of them was because I knew that coffee wasn't doing anything for me, and I knew I was drinking it out of habit. And I've worked with cacao in my work, and I've worked with cacao in my own practices for years now. But I've just decided, do you know what, I'm gonna start replacing my coffee with cacao and see what happens. And honestly, I feel so good for it. Because of all the other chemical compounds in cacao, you don't get that really high caffeine hit and that really low caffeine drop. It's chocolate in its most rawest form, so who doesn't want to start the day with a cup of delicious, luxurious and really organic ceremonial grade cacao? I am going to spend a bit of time on my own intentions, my own manifestations that I want to call in. Now that we are on the spring equinox, this is a really beautiful day to be doing this work, and even for the next few days. So if you happen to be catching up with this vlog after the spring equinox, which you will be because I haven't edited it yet, you can work with spring energy for weeks and weeks and weeks. It's not just a case of one day. But I like to work with this energy on the actual day. It just, something feels quite poignant about it. You have that real equal light and dark in your day, so that's also, I feel, quite significant in terms of the energy today. And I love using cacao as a way to connect with the heart center and open up the heart chakra. And this is really where our heart-led manifestations reside. Like, our heart-led desires reside in the heart. Because what I find with my manifesting over the years is that I end up self-sabotaging when I try to manifest things that I don't truly want, like that are not authentic to me and truly aligned with my highest path and my highest purpose. So I'm using cacao, which I also include in our manifesting ritual kits, as a way to connect to your own heart-led desires, connect to what you truly want, because when we're manifesting from the heart, we're so much more likely to be successful because we're going to be divinely guided. Our higher self is going to be dropping in and supporting us, and we're going to feel overall so much more fulfilled and so much more on our soul's path. I love using cacao for this. Cacao physically opens up blood flow to your heart. So on a physical level, you are getting that extra blood flow to your heart. And on an energetic level, I feel like this really expands your capacity within your heart space. So whether that's your capacity to receive love or give love. And love and abundance are not really that different in terms of frequency. So I like using cacao as a way to open up my heart to receive abundance, to receive what I want to call in, because if we're not open to receiving it, we'll find ways to self-sabotage. It's such a delicious and physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually nourishing way to do this. This is a beautiful plant medicine to use for this work. Then I will write out one of my intention planting cards to plant in the garden, and we'll start to watch those seeds come to life metaphorically, and it'll be my reminder to nurture the seeds that I've planted in my mind and in my heart, by seeing that physical representation of my seeds starting to sprout and bloom and grow. And I'm also going to pull probably a couple of cards. I usually like to ask my higher self or ask my guides, what does the spring equinox need to communicate with me at this time? That's how I weave in like seasonal living into my card readings and into my practices as well. I'm just gonna whip up my cacao, and then I'm gonna just settle into a short meditation and just drop into my heart space. And I'm going to be using my essential oil to help me do that as well, because I've been using our Bloom and Believe essential oil blend, which all of the essential oils in it help to promote manifesting. So I've been working with this essential oil for a few months now. So I've already programmed like the feeling and the vibration and like the future vision of my manifestations into that essential oil. So I like to just keep reinforcing and refining what it is that I'm creating, and I like to reinforce that into my essential oil so that I can continue to work with that scent to pull me back into the energy that I'm trying to step into and help me remember the version of myself that I'm stepping into, especially when in those days where you just feel not yourself, or you feel lost, or you feel confused, you feel stuck. Maybe you're experiencing a bit of self-doubt or a day of low self-worth and things like that. The scent anchoring is a really powerful way to drop back into that state of remembering that everything you want is possible for you. I've just come down to the shore along the road from where I live, and the air is just so filled with possibilities, and it really does feel like a new start and a new beginning. I really hope that you're all feeling that this spring equinox, an energetic and cyclical opportunity just to start again. Write a new story for yourself, write a new story for your life. This one's leading the way today. A few realisations on the way that I'm holding myself back from some of the things I want to manifest. So I really look forward to clearing those blocks and using this energy cleansing opportunity to clear what I've finally identified as holding me back. Hello everyone, it is Friday and it has been like a heat wave here today. So I am going to do my intention planting card. I'm going to take you through how I do that, and it might be a nice bit of inspiration for you to plant your own seeds for your own manifestations over the course of the spring. Our seeded intention planting cards are infused with wildflower seeds, and every batch is seed tested to ensure growth success. They're so easy to use. I'm just writing out my card now, and then I'm going to soak it in some water for a couple of minutes while I prepare my pot with some soil. And then once your card is soaked, you are going to tear your card up into smaller pieces and then just start to lay those pieces on top of your soil. And then you just need to top your pot with another 1 centimetre of soil. Pat it down, give it some water, and then set it in a sunny spot in the garden. And here are some of my seeds from the last batch that I planted a couple of weeks ago. So I will keep you updated with how they're all coming along. So that brings the vlog to a close for this week. I really hope you enjoyed joining me for Ostara and the spring equinox, and thank you so much for being here. If you liked what you saw, please hit subscribe and connect with me in the comments, and if you have any requests on future videos, please let me know and I would be happy to oblige. Take care everyone.